Okay. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm Neela, as you know. So I am the founder of Awakening Flow, author, and I have spent a long time in analytical world, but helping people with product innovation and creating products for people in that way. But I've always been fascinated with how we work and think. And what I've been doing since 2017, I've been on my own healing journey, and I've been really looking to really help people transform and help them shift past the things that keep us stuck, feeling small and sabotaged. And so that's why I really opened Awakening Flow, to help us connect not just with our mind and what's going on, because it's constantly chatting, but really our mind, our body, our energy, and our spirit. So tonight is really about that. It's really about what if we could press pause and just go within. We're going within to really reset ourselves. And I'm not sure what kind of year you've had, but sometimes it's good just to take time and really stop and integrate the lessons that we've learned this year. What is it we need to know? What are the fears that we still haven't quite heard? And that we really should listen to as a messenger, so we can then transmute that energy and let it go and become something that we can then learn from. So I'm really hoping to take us on a journey to really go within, to reset, and then reclaim who we really are. And so I'm hoping by the end of this session that when you next walk into the room, that you know that you can light that light in your heart and be the brightest person in that room, whether it's a room or situation. So whether there's hustle of Christmas or the beauty and joy, you'll still be the brightest person there. So what I'm going to be doing today is really following a 5-step process to allow us to do that. Now, I'm going to naturally take us through that process, but I'm using something called an AFLOW method that I've been thinking about, kind of awakening flow. But the 5 steps really allow us to awaken, or when we get activated, acknowledge why, acknowledge our fears of what's going on, and really allowed ourselves to ground from there. And then we allow the F, the second part, which is the flow. So this is where we're really easing our nervous system and creating and centering ourselves, grounding and creating a flow within our whole nervous system. That then allows us to go within, and I call it sort of lighting up our heart, because for me, this is the portal to our soul, our higher self. Then from that place, we can open up. And then we open up from that heavy energy to an expansive one, where we can get curious, where we can open up and actually allow ourselves to not be activated by that fear, but listen to it. And then it allows us our way, or W, to our guidance. And so in the session today, we're really going to be going on that journey into ourselves, the world within our world, and then getting the guidance within us. And so you don't need to do anything other than allow my voice to guide you. And I just wanted to say something about that, because from a neuroscience perspective, where we place our attention is where our energy flows. But when we ask our brain to do something, it kind of goes, yeah, I'm ready. And then it gets a little bit bored and then goes off. And then you call it
No.
back. And so being conscious about what your brain's trying to do, or maybe you get a little bit irritated because your protective self or your ego is going, oh, I'm not liking this, because we're asking it to do what we want to do. And whereas the chimp would normally go and do what it wants, we just call it back, no judgment, just with compassion, and let ourselves bring ourselves back here. Okay. So just keep that in mind, because I think when I first heard that, it really went, oh, there's nothing wrong with me. It's just my brain. It just wants to do something. And sometimes when we're breathing or going within, we get a little itch or we get a little irritation. It's all good, but we can call it all back in. Okay. So good. I'm going to take us through that method, that AFLOW method, to really ground ourselves. But what I really invite for you to do today is use your imagination. Allow your imagination to play. It's that imagination and curiosity that allows us to open up to our intuition. So just honor that. You know, our intuition talks in signs, symbols. It doesn't always make sense at the time, but we're going to have some time to reflect, and I'll ask some questions. So we'll go within that. Now, again, everything's an invitation. So if I'm asking you to breathe in a certain way and it doesn't feel comfortable, you are the sovereign of yourself. You know yourself best. So, you know, you don't have to, if I say stand up, you can sit down. If I say breathe slowly and you want to breathe a bit more heavily or more loudly, that's all good. So just follow your own knowing and your own self, but just stepping into yourself. So on that note, I am going to put a little bit of music on just for the background and just letting ourselves ground in. So take a little bit of shake it all up, shake it all up, and let go. And if you want to take on some water, if you've got water, and if you've want to blow your nose first, because we're going to be breathing in and out to really open up our life force energy, our pranayama, to really get that flowing within us. So I will put on a little bit of music, just let yourself settle. It's loud enough. If you haven't already done so, just closing down your beautiful eyes. But just notice now where your thoughts are and what they are placed on. No judgment, just noticing, just being curious. As if you're the observer of your thoughts, just observing, being observed. And just in this moment, as we call in all of ourselves, all of our energy, all the scattered parts of us, allowing it all now to come within, into this ever-present now. Maybe you just want to place 2 fingers or the palm of your hand just on the center of your chest, just for a moment, signaling to your nervous system, you are very safe to be here. Let yourself land in this ever-present now, breathing in to the heart center. Breathing in and let it out with an audible sigh. Breathing in again and out. Now we're just going to take a diaphragmatic breath. So that's 2 deep breaths in to your chest, into your stomach, and out slowly. Into the chest, into the stomach, and out through the mouth. Knowing that this breath will always bring you back into your higher self, recovering. Breathing diaphragmatically now into the stomach. In for 4 and hold. And out for 6. Maybe you just want to drop your hands. Like that. And I'm just going to ask you, as you breathe in through your heart for 6, and out for 6. Let that glow in the center of your chest just ignite further. No effort required. Let it grow up in your throat and down to your solar plexus. I ask you, why are you here? Let the question just float around you and let the answer just come. Is there a feeling or fear that wants to be heard now? That may be holding you back from shining at your highest vibration? Don't worry if nothing comes. We'll explore that as we journey into ourselves today. Just feeling into your body, and the sensations that are all around you. And as we journey inwards now to meet ourselves and our fear, know that we will begin a little bit of tapping just to ease our nervous system. And just recognize any fears that might be coming up. So I just invite you just to tap on the side of your hand. And just repeating after me. Even though I have these fears and doubts, I honor where I am on this journey. And I release everything and anything, conscious and unconscious, that stops me from shining in my brightest light. And just bring to mind some words of your own that you may just want to add. And just saying it quietly to yourself. If you find something, just tap that out and say, even though I have these fears that are. I allow myself to be fully present to myself, and I accept who I am totally and fully. I now release all these fears and self-doubt. And step into my highest vibration. And so it is. Stop tapping. Take a deep breath in and out through the mouth. And just allowing a spark of light in the center of your chest, just to awaken even further. And just taking the gaze now to the top of your head, in the middle of your head. Imagine, sense or feel a spark of light in the middle of your head. I'm going to ask you now to count backwards from 10 to 1. And on the out breath, we count down. We go 10. Breathe in, 9. 8. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And just letting go of all the efforts. Allowing the light now to go down past your throat, into your heart. And we use chanting and now to release any stuck energy within us. And we awaken all our energy centers. So we awaken our divine feminine now, from our heart center all the way down. To imagine, sense, feel or know the golden light from your heart effortlessly flowing down to your solar plexus, awakening your solar plexus, down your beautiful, strong spine, where your Kundalini energy rises and falls and awakens. And from that solar plex, which is your power center, imagine, sense, feel or know that bright yellow glowing so brightly. Let it fill you. Let it flow down now effortlessly, down to your sacral chakra, your creative feminine, your power center, your connection to others. Let the orange fill you. And down to your root, your abundance, your foundation. Let that be firm. Let that be full. Taking a deep breath in from the heart. Maybe say out loud with me the word Om. And let that energy travel all the way down through those chakras. Om. Om. Just soaking in that energy and that vibration that resonates with the same vibrational tone as the universe. And now we awaken our divine masculine, our chakras from our heart upwards. And we use 3 words from Om, but A, O, Om. Imagine your throat chakras. We use the word A, and then we go up to our third eye, O, and then crown, Om. You can join in with me now as we go from our heart to our throat. And holding at the top and then just releasing out into the universe. And on your next breath in, just take that love and light from the universe back into your crown, the third eye, the throat, down to your heart, down to your solar plexus, your sacral, your root, and all the way down into Mother Earth. Let your breaths in and out now connect you and that light like a flow from the ground to the top of your head. Imagine them awakening every chakra. In, letting the light from the universe radiate down from your crown, your third eye, your throat, heart, sacral, and roots. Just do that now in your own time, for 1 or 2 rounds. And then just let your gaze, your mental gaze, rest at that heart center now, as we lighten our heart even further, feeling the sensations of warmth as we go within. Imagine, sense or feel the space within the space around your heart, expanding out now as if you have the whole universe within your heart center. No effort required. Let it get wider and brighter as we go within now. From the top of your head and to your ears, letting go your shoulders, letting go, letting go, letting go. Until in your next breath, it just melts your entire energetic body. Let your light now fill the entire room that you sit, going brighter and flowing out until it fills the entire building in which you sit. No effort required. The whole street, let it flow, let it grow. Out further until it covers your entire country, and over seas and ocean. Let it expand out now even further over the whole of the northern hemisphere, the southern hemisphere, until in your next breath, your light, your consciousness is expanded to fill the entire earth. As you now gracefully hold the entire planet in your heart center, no effort required. You feel the gravity-lessness. There is no gravity, there is no judgment, there is no right or wrong in this place. Let yourself feel the expansive nature, the beauty of the universe all around you. And from this place, you sense, feel or know a portal that is just around you, a shining light. You step towards that shining light and you know you are being transported now to the most creative place, the ultraverse, a place where you get to create and see yourself as the most empowered self. So let yourself now be taken to that place, no effort required. And until your next breath, you land in this beautiful place. sense, feel, or imagine what that place looks like for you. Take your time. There is no rush. And just stepping forward, feeling the ground beneath your feet. Maybe it's soft. You see in front of you now a mirror. This mirror shows you all of the places, the fears, the armor that you may have on. Maybe of combat, maybe of protection. Maybe there's bandages where you felt wounded. You are so safe to look in that mirror. Just breathing in to the places where you may see places where there's armor. Maybe it's your chest or your arms. Know as you look into this mirror that just by your touch, you can touch the places and allow yourself to release. Knowing that next to you is a cauldron, almost a furnace. You can take that armor off now. Maybe it's from your chest. And if you're ready to do so, placing it into that cauldron to let it transmute. But before you do so, just ask it, is there anything else you wanted me to know as I take this fear off, this armor off? You're ready to do so, just placing it into the fire. And just thanking it for the protection it may have given you. And just breathing into the whole of you and feeling maybe an expansive breath now as that weight is being lifted off. And just look at yourself one more time in that mirror. Let yourself look and see what lies under there, the light within your heart. And you know now that if you go past that mirror, as you do now, you can step by it. There is a veil, almost a shower, a place where you can create who you want to be. Allow yourself to move forward and step under that shower. Veil to the next place and just stand there and let the water roll over your head. Feel, sense, or imagine it rolling down your shoulders, cleansing you, refreshing you. Anything else that you'd like to release, you know that this cleansing water will allow you to release that too. And when you're ready, just walking through into this next place, the ultraverse. Where you can seek guidance from your higher self. You've now released and cleansed. Know as you walk into this place, lighter, less burdened, you can expand. Maybe you want to look down and just notice what you have on in this room. You're ordained. What clothes do you look like in your higher self? Maybe you want to call in your higher self for guidance now. And just by asking and setting the intention that you would like to align with your higher self, know, sense, feel, or imagine the presence there. Maybe you want to ask the question, what will you have me know so I can step into my power and reclaim my light? Just know that there's a gift on the table for you. There's a table just to the side of you. Maybe you want to go over to the gift and open it. Now this gift is a sign for you. Just let yourself sense, feel, or know it's there. Maybe this gift gives you an idea about guidance you need. And maybe you want to set your own guidance now for 2024. What word, image, or thing can help you anchor and keep in this brightest light for your future, most creative and successful, peaceful loving self. Maybe there's a word that comes to you. Maybe it's an image. Just let it come. So let us just now encode that word or symbol into your heart center. Just let that expand within you. Breathing into that heart center and let it encode, knowing that when you touch your heart space, you allow that word to resonate all over you, bringing you back into alignment, expansion, freedom, compassion, and allow you to be this word. Breathe into that and let it radiate all over you. And as you take another deep breath in, know that there's a golden light all around you. And this is the light that you take with you now. And just by that very touch of your heart center, you allow your energy to expand. You are the blessing. You are the gift. And you light any room you go into. And just thanking yourself now for being in this beautiful space. Your guide, your higher self, for the gift and the journey within. Bringing yourself back into this moment. Feel the chair beneath you supporting you. But allowing that light to stay all around you and within you. Just taking a deep breath in through the nose and audibly out through the mouth. Allowing yourself back into this ever-present now and into the body. And when you're ready, just blinking open your beautiful eyes and taking on some water. Thank you. You might just want to roll your shoulders one way and then forward, and just give yourself a little shake. And then whether you want to do it now or you want to do it afterwards, maybe you just want to reflect on some of the things that came up for you. What did you feel you could release? Was the message that came through, or the word, the encoding word? And I'm going to press pause now so we can have a little bit of a chat if you like, and we'll take it from there.